After living in Italy for 5 years or so, it has taken me a bit of time to understand the different wine terminology. Even though I've studied wine and I've been learning about wine and been in the industry for over 7 years or so, there are some terms that kind of just get a little bit mixed up in my mind. So I thought that I'd create this fun video for you guys today, covering some of the most common wine terms that you will hear in the Italian wine world, including the pronunciation and also the meaning, so you can enjoy Italian wine a little bit better. So remember to give me a thumbs up through this video if you enjoy it, or give me a thumbs down if you don't enjoy it, because that's a way of letting me know what content you guys like to consume, and then let's get into it. Alright, so the first 3 terms, we're gonna go super easy and super basic and kind of build it up from there. So the first one is rosso. Rosso is red. We mean red wine. Rosso, red. You guys get the point. Second one is, can you guess? Bianco. So bianco means white wine. So if you're looking at an Italian wine label and you see rosso or bianco, or the next one is rosato, which is rosato, rosé, you're either getting a red wine, a white wine, or a rosé. Now, let's dive into the harder stuff. So wine terminology number 4 is Anata. Anata refers to the vintage, aka the year in which the grapes were harvested, and you'll see that on the bottle most of the time here. Anata. P.S. guys, I'm not an Italian citizen or from Italian descent, so I do apologize. The way I'm pronouncing the Italian words is how I would have pronounced it in Italian, but you would probably want to get a real Italian to pronounce them for the proper pronunciation. Word number 5 is avocado. So avocado refers to a slightly sweeter wine with residual sugars between 4 and 12 grams. So not overly sweet, but just a little bit more sweet than dry. Number 6 is amabile. Amabile is a wine that is on the sweeter spectrum, up to 45 grams per liter. Number 7 is novello. Novello refers to a new wine. Basically, it's a wine that has been released really shortly after it was made. It's a similar concept to Beaujolais Nouveau. I can't pronounce French or speak French, but you get the point. And in Italy, this means that the wine has to be made up to 40% with carbonic maceration. If you don't know what that is, don't worry about it. I will do another video on it if you want me to, so let me know in the comments below by writing carbonic maceration. Number 8 is Pasito. Pasito refers to wines that are made with dried grapes, semi-dried grapes. So indeed with drier grapes, you're going to get higher sugar concentration. So indeed it is a sweet wine, almost a dessert wine. Number 9 is Riserva. Now this is a terminology that people get a little bit confused by. Basically, it's just a wine that has been aged for a little bit longer than normal. Then genuinely the wine will have a normal version of the wine and then a Riserva, which means it's had like a year or 2 or 3 being aged. Number 10 is Spumante. Spumante refers to sparkling wine. 11 is Poggio, and a Poggio is actually just a little hill or an elevated area within a region. Word or terminology probably dates back to the Roman times, but you will see a lot of wineries being referred to as a Poggio, which probably just means a wine that is on a little hill or something like that. Don't quote me on that. Number 12 is tenuta. So tenuta refers to the type of winery. Genuinely, this is a bit of property that surrounds the vineyard, and it's where the wine estate sits. Number 13 is castello. You will see a lot of wines being called by the winery name and then castello. So this is very similar to a chateau in France. It is in fact a castle and a winery that has been built into a castle, or a castle that's built into a winery. One of those, something like that. Number 14 is a cantina. A cantina again refers to the winery, but cantina also refers to the cellar of the winery, and also like if you have a cellar in your house, like a lot of Italian houses do, that is called your cantina. Number 15 is a cascina. So a cascina does refer to a winery as well, but it is more in the aspect of a farm. So a cascina is a farm. Number 16 is superiore. This is another one that people kind of get a little bit confused on. Superiore doesn't necessarily mean that the wine is superior or better. It actually refers to a little bit of a higher bump in the alcohol level of the wine. Sometimes the wine is superior, it is a better version of the wine and slightly higher quality, but it doesn't necessarily refer to that. Last but not least is number 17, which is classico. So you would have heard that like Chianti Classico, and classico just refers to the more historic region, refers to the classic and historic zone within a region. So it's typically the original place where wine was made or original place where the city was. So it means that the wine is coming from the original wine growing area. So there we have it, guys. Tell me in the comments which one of these terms surprised you the most. And if you do like learning about and drinking Italian wine, then be sure to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Ciao for now, and salute! The next terminology, number 6 refers to the classic historic